lovely day!
Welcome to Destiny! And here I am your host, TempestLight, your light in the maelstrom of gaming confusion. And I am giving you an update today and a couple of reviews of 2 primary weapons and a very special exotic weapon that I got. I'm just going to show you what I managed to get after yesterday's triumphant end of line finish of the Iron Banner tournament. So, as you can see, I'm equipped with a scout rifle, the distant star from the tournament. There it is. It's actually really good. I've been having a great blast. It's a great secondary weapon when you want to get out of your primary exotics and equip one of the others, and it's better than my Harrowed Doom of Kelkis that I got from the Taken King raid on hardest difficulty, even though that's an auto fire mode. That's got auto mode. That's really cool, but it's really nice scout rifle. Now, what else did I manage to pick up? I picked up a shotgun, which I don't use shotguns, but I'm sure that's pretty good too. And so I'm going to be reviewing the Mida-Multi tool and the Suros Regime, and I'm going to talk about the Nemesis Star, which I picked up just a few hours ago, to be honest, and it's a great machine gun. So, also, let's look at some of the other stuff I got. Well, I managed to get these slightly improved gauntlets. The difference between those and the ones I had before, they have chainmail on, chainmail decals. Look at that, fantastic. And this, the Iron Saga plate. So that I've added those, and I also managed to get this. So when I go into the Crucible, look at that for a mark. Look at that, stunning, right? Fantastic stuff. Right. Oh, and almost forgot the Iron Wolf shell. So I'd already had the Iron Song shell, and now I've got one slightly different looking with a little bit greener. It's me a Celtic kind of look. Very cool. Right. So, give you some of this. Look at that. I got this beautiful sound, and it hits like a truck from a distance. From a distance. This weapon is more of a sniper rifle than a scout rifle. It's like a rapidly firing sniper rifle, really. Look, I go right back, and it's still just doing the damage. So those of you who really like to snipe or like to be picking people off from a long distance, that is a good one to pick up. Look at that, fantastic. I will point out that my light level is 364 now, so it's going all the time. So of course, as always, the weapons will be better when you get their light level up. Dun, 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 dun. So let's look at the first weapon I'm going to review, and let's show you it in action. Let's swap out this lot for a time being, and it is our trusty Mida-Multi tool. Now, this exotic is relatively easy to get. You can get it from Xur, and I always mention Xur in my videos. I should get paid royalties by Xur for doing it. I'm advertising the tentacle-faced mysterious stranger that appears either in the tower or the reef. He is yet to turn up at the new social space in Rise of Iron. He may well start doing that, but for the time being, I think the 2 haunts he's going to stay are the reef and the tower, and that is from Friday to the changeover on Sunday. So, on to the Mida-Multi tools. You can get it from Zur, and if you're using the 3 of coins, which sells as well, which you put on, and every time you beat a really big major yellow boss, or a boss in the major boss in a strike, there's a chance you'll get an engram drop, an exotic engram drop, and that's another way you can get them. Now, the Mida-Multi tool, unlike the scout rifle I started this video with, is quite happy at medium range as well. It is a really punchy little number. It really works well from long to medium range. You slightly get a bit of a problem when you get really up close and personal. It's not really designed for that. Like all scout rifles, it's designed to be used from a long range to medium range. But the Mida does handle, see that in the middle, this is kind of medium range, kind of assault rifle territory, and it's doing really, really well. Again, I'll point out that my light level is high now. It is high, and I always make sure my primary weapons are up at the kind of same light level that my overall level is before I do anything else, because it's quite important to get that damage up to know what I'm saying. So what makes it so versatile is that ability to go from extreme long range, well, not extreme long range, I'm talking silly. It's not a sniper rifle, but it will handle long range and medium range, as I showed you. Now, it also has some really good perks. The major perk is that it increases your movement speed, so it makes you much more nimble, and it also has a hair trigger, which means that it will fire quicker than most other scout rifles, which is very handy when you get into medium range, because you want to fire off a load of bullets. And I'm trying to commentate while I'm concentrating. It's really difficult. I'll wait for these guys to drop. Okay, I'm gonna blast them to hell.
I know they were trying to kill us, but that was fun, right?
Wave to my random compadres. So this hair trigger allows you to fire just by lightly tapping the R2 button, but you'll probably be banging away at it, but it doesn't really make any difference which way you do it. It just has a very, very high rate of fire for a scout rifle, and that is really cool. The impact on it, like most scout rifles, is exceptional. Look at that. It just annihilates shields. Right. So that is one to look out for. Definitely, I would suggest the Mida-Multi tool. It is a fantastic weapon to have in your repertoire, and if you haven't got many, or even if it's your first exotic, you can't really go wrong with it. It is wonderful. Changes your gameplay a bit as well. If you're used to assault rifles or shotguns or anything like that, or give you a couple of lessons in long range kind of more defensive play, and glorious headshots all the way. And now we're going to switch straight over to my beautiful Suros. Now, there are a lot of good assault rifles in the game now. The Trials of Osiris, which is something that happens at the reef, and you're going to need to meet up with other players to do it, but is renowned for dropping very, very powerful assault rifles. However, the Suros Regime is a legendary, legendary, legendary exotic. It's been around since year one, and those of us who played in year one know how epic the Suros is. It was just an unstoppable killing machine, compact killing machine. In year one, it was very rare to get people that had them. We were all green with envy. And then it got a bit more popular. Then they nerfed auto rifles in year who preferred assault rifles just left really with weapons that fired lots of bullets and bounced off shields like no tomorrow. However, Bungie had a change of heart, realised how ridiculous the situation had become, and balanced all the auto rifles back, making the Suros able to reclaim its former glory. And again, I'll point out my light level is high on this weapon, but when you have this weapon set up with, there are two rates of fire on it. The slowest rate of fire, the bonus that combined with the bonus perk of the weapon, which is that it does more damage, increasingly more damage on the bottom half of each mag. So the second half of each magazine clip that you use steadily gets more and more powerful. You combine that with the fact that slow rate fire auto rifles are more powerful than high rate auto rifles, which is something Bungie did, which I agree with. It makes sense because they got less bullets to fire. The Suros is incredibly strong, and it will take out shields. It becomes in effect more of towards a scout rifle than an auto rifle, but with 33 bullets in the magazine and an immense range, you can fire this Suros at really long ranges. You see that? Now, it won't be as effective as a medium range, but it will still pick out enemies. And it has good accuracy. Well, it has good accuracy if you have good accuracy. Whereas some weapons, you might be a very accurate player and the weapon will let you down. Suros won't. If you're a very accurate player, Suros will match that as much as it can, being an assault rifle. Now, in the Iron Banner, if you watched my video, you will have seen I started out with the game footage with a Mida-Multi tool, and I was doing reasonably okay, but then I decided I wasn't happy with the progression I was making, so I switched over to Suros, and sure enough, everything went up. My success rate, kills and assists just went through the roof, especially assists, because what you can do when you're with your teammates with a weapon like this is just fire at everything, knocking down. You see that? Look at that, cutting through the shield like it wasn't there. And even if you don't kill the damn thing, if you're with your teammates, you've already done half the work for them, they can come finish off the job. Brilliant stuff. So that is the Suros Regime, possibly my favourite exotic in the game of all time so far, since year one. Now, what about this new meaty machine gun that I've picked up? Well, this I didn't expect to get at all, but I got it from an exotic engram drop. It's new for this expansion, and it's called the Nemesis Star. Let's have a look at it. It's a mean-looking weapon. Look at that. It looks like some kind of, I don't know, submarine, kind of a fortified weapon that you'd have on the bow. And it has these following perks. So on trigger pull, this it fires quickly and then slows down a bit. And spray and play. You can get your balance. That's the one I'm probably going to stick with here. You can get more ammo for it, but you will balance. And then strange gravity. When holding down the trigger's range and accuracy increases, rate of fire decreases. So that combined, that makes this even more deadly. Let's have a look at the looks that we can have on it. Well, I don't like the red, but I do like that. Oh, it looks like a submarine, doesn't it? It really does. Wow. Now, let's test it out. So, look at that initial rate of fire. You can actually keep that speed up if you do short bursts, see? Of course, all machine guns have very slow rate of fire. Slow to reload. So you're going to make sure you're in a good position to do that. But there you are. So you saw it in action. It is a beast. An absolute beast. Well, thank you so much for watching and listening. I'm now going to leave you with a bit of gameplay. Catch you later.